gonna tell you right now, if I was 17 years old and Drake and he was around my age group,
Drake's 30 something.
We hanging.
What's your wind down? Tell me, what's your wind down? What's your wind down? Tell me, what's your wind down? Show me, tell me, what's your story? I wanna hear it. What's your opinion? Like it, love it. Take it, love it. Just tag or post it. Retweet or repost it. She's my sister, she's my friend. We stay rolling till the end. We stay vibing no matter what we're riding. We can laugh, be shy or cry. Let's find answers, not ask why. We stay vibing no matter what. We're smiling. We're smiling. I got this, you got this, we got this, we good. I got this, you got this, we got this, we good.
Welcome to season 2 of Her Wind Down. Thank you to all the supporters out there, all the followers, the viewers. We really felt the love. It was awesome. It was great.
It was.
I was in Palm Springs and somebody came up to me and was like, "Are you Terry from Her Wind Down?" I was like, "What?" So it was great. We have a lot of new things in store for you guys. But first, let's welcome our newest host, to Jossie.
Hi guys, so I'm Jossie and I'm so excited to be here, so excited to be a part of the gang. I was already a part of the gang off camera, y'all, but they brought me on. So we lit, okay?
So it's been a year and we actually been pretty busy trying to keep up with the flow of things and what's going on. So let's ask the ladies, what have you been up to?
Ooh, listen, I am still working. I am still going to school. I recently just started a new business partnering with my daughter called Beautiful Bold Jewels, where we sell fabulous fashion accessories. And yeah, I'm still being me. So hey.
Right? Tam?
Well, I'm pretty much doing the same thing as last year, still singing. I still have my T-Bells line, my bell bottom line, and then I still have my God Keeps Giving Christian t-shirt business, and still married.
Praise God for that.
Still got 4 kids. But life is good. Life is good.
Good. What's up, Ange?
Man, this year has been just like my golden year. So once we wrapped here on Her Wind Down for season 1, that was just a big milestone period because we did that on top of life. And it was not easy. And that was just wonderful. So went from there, kicked out the last season of the Steve Harvey Show. So thank everybody who supported and watched. We had an amazing season. Now I'm over at Carpool Karaoke doing my thing and back for season 2. So, and I'm in the gym because I need to lose just a couple pounds, but I look good right now. But still, so life has been good. This year has been a golden year, so I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
Good, good. It's good to hear all of that, even though I already knew it. Anyway, so I've already had a nonprofit called River's Choice, and so it's to help inner city kids with back to school supplies, clothing, uniforms. So if you want to give to that, it's going to be on the website. Peach's information, Tammy's, Angela's, Jossie's, it's all going to be on the website. So go to herwinddown.com. You can stay abreast with everything that's going on. Edith is not with us today.
We miss you.
Yeah, I know. I love going out to Edith.
Yes.
She will be with us this season, but right now she's on maternity leave. I kid.
The devil is a lie.
No. So she's taking a little break right now, but she will be with us on some of the upcoming shows. So not to worry. But with all the latest things that's going on with what we have in store for you, one thing that will never change is that the topics will always be authentic conversations, real, the people, honest, down to earth. So hopefully you guys like all the stuff that we have in store for you. Some of the other things that's been going on, as far as, since we've been off and since we've been away, was the thing with R. Kelly. Oh my
OMG.
gosh. So
Crazy.
there's been several events that's taken place with R. Kelly. Now all of a sudden he's been indicted. He's been arrested. So what are y'all thoughts on this whole R. Kelly situation on top of the Lifetime movie?
I can't stomach him.
I saw it, and I don't think he should be singled out. I think it was a team effort. He could not. No one man could have attacked all of those girls, and especially if they're saying all he has is a high school diploma, which means that intellectually.
There's some only high school diploma smart people out there.
No, what I'm saying is he had a team of people working with him, but he's the only
right. I hear
one
what you're saying.
that is being implemented in all of these charges.
Right.
If you're at the high schools picking up these kids, there's record. Like in the documentary, they have record. Oh, this manager talked to this person. The little girls are saying,
They
"Oh
baited
no,
him.
his manager took me home and told me to get
So
my
you
clothes."
saying the manager should
the
go
managers,
to jail?
the assistants, the security,
The parents.
the parents. I think the
Pimping
parents
out their
even have a
kids.
role to play in this. What parent will give some grown man their child? I don't care if you can sing, dance, twinkle, do whatever you gotta do. I'm not giving you my 18-year-old child just because you're R. Kelly.
Or
Or
17-year-old.
17. No, but the one that I think it was
Honestly-
one of them was 18, and he got her at the concert because
Yeah.
she went up on stage and sang with him. So no, those parents should be
that's
they should be held accountable as well.
Right.
No, I hear you.
Just like Aaliyah's uncle. If we're gonna talk about it, her mom gets on social media to try to say you guys are defaming my daughter's character and all of this. No, let's defame your character. Why was a 27-year-old man with a 15-year-old in the first place, alone and able to go to the Las
Yeah.
Vegas and elope?
Yeah.
It's too many questions and it's all this stuff and it's like these loopholes that the system knows about. He should have been arrested for statutory rape in 1994. It's 2019.
Yeah.
That just shows you there's something wrong with our judicial system.
Well,
He is on record marrying a 15-year-old when he was 27 years old.
No, it's crazy. What you
Yeah.
about to say?
Well, now he's not messing with.
Hold on one second. We got to calm Tammy down real quick.
Oh, I know.
I know.
She's,
She
okay.
gonna
In my defense, I have 3 little girls, and I'm just picturing if that was my
But
kid.
no, another thing is that now he now has these girlfriends who are like 18, 19-year-old that are above the age, but yet they're still at that age where they can be manipulated. So their parents are like, I haven't seen my daughters, I haven't talked to them. And he's like, no, they're over age, they can do what they want to do. But really, between the ages of 18 and 21, as a woman, you're still learning. So you're still being manipulated. So now he just sort of tried to beat the system and say, well, I'm not going to talk to someone who's underage. I'm going to talk to them 18 and above. And then he did this whole big interview with Gail, and all of a sudden these girls are really like, why are you guys attacking him? And you're like, are you kidding me right now? It is crazy. Like, I can't even listen to a R. Kelly song. I can't. It makes my stomach. It just makes my stomach. I just can't. I can't. And some of this
Why
stuff.
do you think he made it by
I think that it
being with
just.
kids?
That was his
Who knew
motivation.
that?
Yeah.
Who knew
Right.
that those songs that he made in Bump and Grind, I don't see nothing wrong with it, was
Right.
talking about young girls.
yeah.
And it's not even just like.
Or the Pied Piper.
Or even the one where he said, well, show me your ID before
Yeah.
I get, like, really?
Yeah.
Who needs, like,
Yeah.
and nobody says
R.
anything.
Kelly
Like,
does.
you sing
R.
the
Kelly
song.
does.
I know
he
the
needs
song.
to see the ID, but he's still probably gonna talk to them. And it's just crazy that he makes these music. Also, he was peeing on young girls. It's just he was manipulating, and he thinks it's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with it. And
Yes.
and now he was just
Crazy.
indicted on child pornography. I think that they should just throw him in jail because he's guilty.
Throw the whole man away.
Man, throw him away.
Right.
Right now, no, I just don't
Hashtag
feel.
that.
I just don't feel any compassion. I feel Tammy the same way. I'm heated about that. And then the community, the black community, continues to support him, and they're like, "Oh my gosh!" And I'm just like, "Don't support him. We cannot support this because what does that say about how we feel about the young women in our community?
Yeah.
So we're just gonna trash him. We're just gonna be like, oh, whatever, and just dance to his songs. Like, what does that say? We need to make sure that a lot of young women, our little sisters, our daughters, our nieces, that they are equipped, and so we don't have predators going after them ruining their lives. I mean, it was so many people for the documentary. I haven't even watched the documentary fully because I just can't stomach it.
You know who turned in those tapes? His inner circle turned in 20 tapes of him having sex with underage.
So they should be guilty.
The inner circle, because they have evidence. They're in possession of child pornography. They're accomplices. They
helped.
What you think about this, Justy?
I honestly feel like as far as the 18-year-olds and the 19-year-olds, okay, like they're of age. But everybody, I mean, honestly, yeah, they're getting manipulated. Okay, like I just personally feel like you're of age, so they can make their own choices. I don't think he's wrong. There's plenty of guys that date 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds, and I feel like that's just on them. Like, and they'll learn eventually. If they don't, then I feel like they just don't. Like, but 15-year-olds and 14-year-olds, like, most definitely that's not okay. Like, most definitely you should be in jail. Most definitely. But 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds, I mean, it's like, okay, he was like, I'm just going to make sure I get the cut. Like, you know what I mean? But he made the cut.
but he only made the cut to pass a law, like, to escape a law. It's not even that he made the cut because, I'm more interested in 18 and 19-year-olds. He's saying, no, I'm going to go for 18 and 19-year-olds because they're just as manipulative or just as vulnerable as these 14 and 15-year-olds I'm going after. But the law states that they're okay. They can make this decision. The same way that when we talk about Aaliyah, basically he had to marry her. I don't know what the details were of it, if she got pregnant or whatever. But what they were saying is, in California, you have to be legally 18 to consent to sex, but you can be of any age to consent to marriage, as long as you have the parents' you have one parent signature. So basically, that's a loophole. So now you have these pedophiles that are marrying these little babies, because that's what they are, and they're sleeping with, like, basically raping these babies, but legally. So it's really, I mean, we can't just point the finger at R. Kelly. We got to point the finger at our judicial system as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
Which is not fair at all and really doesn't work unless you're white.
I don't think it really exists.
Yeah.
There's no such
crazy.
thing.
No, it's crazy.
Well, now they're saying, I just seen this on TMZ, that the Savage's parents think that the two girls that he had with him at this whole time are trying to make a suicide pact to kill themselves. But then Azrael, her family is saying, no, they still in the Trump building. They're just in another room. They're not going to kill themselves. But I mean, it's like, it's a mental health thing. Like, it's so many different things infused.
Like Stockholm syndrome, like all of the different
It's just a whole thing of, okay, you see the whole, you even go for famous people, even for guys, okay, it's okay because he has money, he's a celebrity, and women are drawn to that. However, that's not good. And I understand at 18, you say, hey, I'm an adult and stuff, but at 18...
That's like Drake in our generation, at going for an 18-year-old. Like, if I'm 18 and Drake is like, oh, like, what's up? I'm like, what's up? But you know what I mean? At 17, at 17, I'm like, look, Drake, like, a couple more months. And I'm 18, Drake. You know what I mean? But it's just like, that says a lot about him. If he's already
like
18-year-old.
And he's...
Are you still hanging with him?
I'm going to be like, we can hang out until I'm 18, then you can be my man. Like, you know what I mean?
What if
Okay.
a 50-year-old?
I'm going to tell you right now, if I was 17 years old and Drake, and he was around my age group,
Drake's 30 something.
we hanging.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
No,
but as a 15-year-old,
I turn 18.
that's a big
that
difference.
mindset is so immature.
That's a big difference. Like, when you turn 18, you can do more than when you're 17, and like
What's
within that year,
What more can you do?
I feel like
besides
you can go to clubs.
vote? You can do that at 17.
You can. No, you can't.
Yeah.
Well, I can't now. I couldn't go to clubs at 17.
I feel like that age
You
bracket
have
is
more
still
freedom.
kid
You go to college.
to me.
You're like at 18. You're in college.
Yeah.
You're on your own. You're doing things. You're learning.
Yeah.
I went away at 18.
Right.
Like, and I feel like when I came back home for that summer, so much had already changed.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So it is a big gap from being 17 to 18, and you do grow. So as far as like people still getting manipulated at 18 and stuff, I just feel like, yeah, but it just depends. I feel like your circumstances and like everything that you're doing, that you're going through, like, so yeah. It's 18-year-olds are different from when they leave home to when they stay home, though.
Well, yeah. Now that's the difference right there. Is
Well, you have
either
to
staying
grow up.
home or leaving home.
But in
That
nine
makes a
out of
difference.
10 girls, they were all still living at home with their
Right.
parents that R. Kelly was
Yeah.
going after. You know, he was
manipulated.
preying on a specific type of child.
Right.
They were inner city. They didn't have any money. He gave them money, so it was easier for the parents to say, "Oh yeah, well it's R. Kelly," or they were looking to get their career boosted,
Right.
and that's how he got them. Oh, you need to come to. I mean, that's how he did Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Her. If you know anything about her, her mother was always with her, so she was with her at a lot of times. But for him to,
I don't know if we could say that though.
no, but I'm thinking maybe after hindsight, because she was with her when she was, along her fame when she was on movie sets and stuff. But to know that, okay, we say we're going into the into go record a song,
Right.
and you are, having sex with my
bumping and
daughter.
grinding.
Exactly.
Yeah, you bumping and grinding with a 16-year-old, and it's just.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
How can people come on the scene and say, "Oh, I've been with her the whole time"? Like Tyra Banks, her mom used to say that.
Yeah, she
But
did.
so then we're like, okay,
But what
Tyra
happened
never
during
came
these
out with
moments?
any. Yeah, but then everything with Aaliyah do not state that she was always there.
Well,
you know?
obviously not if that
No.
was able to happen,
Yeah.
but it can just show you how just that little bit,
Just
just
need a
that
little
little
bit of
bit.
room.
Oh no, you can just come into the studio and record. Let her come by me. No, you need to be with her at all times, because you have men like that who would do something like that.
But I think it's more so preying on a family more so than just
Yeah.
preying on the girl.
Yeah.
Because it took the whole family. Like, if you look at it, I mean, watching the documentary and just following the whole storyline, it was more so not him just preying on the girls. It was preying on those weak-minded parents too. Like, oh, okay, well, I'll let her go to the back with him. Like, I know looking at this parent, like, oh, okay, this dad, he ain't gonna trip because I got some money. So it's preying on the parents more so than preying on those
I feel like
weak-minded girls.
situations like this are what make us think about this now, because before stuff like this happened, say like for instance, like if I do want to be a rapper. I am a rapper. But for example, but for instance, like before the situation happened, if a big artist wanted to say like, oh, I'm gonna do a song with, he wanted to do a song with me or something, and my mom couldn't make it. I feel like before the situation happened, nobody's even thinking like, oh, that artist, if I was underage, is gonna try to do something, or it's gonna turn into one of those. It's just one of those, like, I have an opportunity, like, and so if my mom can't make it all the time, does that mean I can't have the opportunity to do that, like,
Okay, so
that's
for
what I-
for some of you viewers out there that just was not up to date on that, Jossie is my oldest daughter. And if a rapper,
I was just saying my mom.
but if a rapper was saying, "Oh yeah, you know what? Let me take her under my wing. Let me do this, whatever," I promise you, if you were underage, you will not be going. You will not be going. Simple as that. That's a shutdown. First of all, your dad wouldn't even let you go. I don't care if I was hyped and I liked the rapper. Like, but look, we mess with him. This is what's up. He hot. But it's a him. No, so
And your dad
because
is
we
supposed to
respect
be
the head of the
boundaries.
house and we like, you know what, it's not that big of a deal, then it wouldn't go down,
Yeah.
So I'll be like, look, if he ain't willing to work with you with the strings that we have because you are underage, then you don't need to work with him at all. That's just like modeling. If they, you need to come out the pocket. Now, if you want me, I don't have to pay for anything. Then they'll tell you drop thousands or something. But what I was about to say is, I think you go back to mental health, because just like when we talked about Drake, you talked about Drake, and if you're 17 years old, if I was 17 years old, my mindset at 17 years old
Was totally
was
different.
not to be manipulated in the way that these girls' brains were manipulated. Literally at 17, 18, even if I gave Drake some, he would not have me a slave in his house. I will not
Yeah.
be stuck to where I'm away from my family, I'm away from the world, I'm isolated, I'm stuck in a room, I'm beating on the floor.
This situation
trying to
is definitely different.
that is all that stuff is so much. So it
Yeah.
doesn't just go back to they're underage. Like, these girls were literally mentally ill prepared. He chooses
like a
predators
shark.
like that, chooses certain mindsets
Oh,
to
yeah.
prey upon, and that's what this all boils down to. It's not just age. But we're gonna circle back around this. Let's go to something else that happened in recent news since we've been out. So lately it's been an increase in racial profiling. So recently, an African American woman was forced to cover up her outfit at the American Airlines flight from Jamaica to Miami to Houston while she was traveling on vacation with her young son, and said she was racially profiled. So, what are your thoughts on that situation?
I'm sick of hearing about it.
Right.
I really am. And so this woman who's a doctor was coming from the Bahamas, I guess, or Jamaica, with her son, and she had on a romper. Basically, she was targeted, and a stewardess who was also African American basically belittled her and was like, you need to come off the plane and you need to put something on. And she's like, I don't have anything to put on. But she made a big scene in front of everybody, belittled her.
Right.
And then she said, and then she asked for, could you give me a blanket or something like that? So eventually the stewardess did, but she also was told by the captain to make this a big deal and take her off. So this woman was actually just humiliated in front of everyone on the plane, taken off with her son, and then put back on. And she says, I cannot believe that they talked to me like that. And it's just sort of like, everyone, we've all traveled. She's coming from a hot climate. I mean, even if you have, I see people with skimpy stuff on.
Oh, yeah.
Why in the world would you do this to this woman, especially in this climate? And I don't know if it's because she's a curvier woman. It definitely has something to do with her skin color. But I'm just like, it's too crazy that in 2019, especially black women, that we are being racially profiled the way we are. It used to just be like, oh, when you go into a store, you know, you're like, I'm leaving if no one talks to me or something like that if they don't help me. But now it's to the point that no matter what, it's just being disrespectful on all levels. Yeah. So I just think it's wrong. Why would you do that?
Sounds like a lawsuit to me.
Yeah, they refunded her the money.
Yeah, but
The
it's
store.
more.
No, it's
I
more
don't want
than
you to
that.
just
Yeah.
give us money. I'm tired of
You
the
didn't come for a
millions.
comp?
Yeah.
I'm tired of the 1000000s. I'm tired of the apologies. I don't want you to apologize. I don't want you to give us money. I want you not to be able to operate.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Then you'll target somebody else. And not to mention that her romper wasn't even a short romper. It
Or
was
just fix your
violent.
problem.
It
Yeah.
was down to her thighs. Only thing was out was her shoulders and her arms. It was a tube top romper.
Yeah.
So for that to be an issue, it was like, who else on this plane has on this identical outfit or something worse than this? But I'm over, don't apologize to me. Don't give me no millions. And I'm not the richest person in the world. One day I receive it, Lord. But don't apologize. Don't give me no millions. Don't operate. You no longer get to operate in this country because this is what you're continuing
done.
to
You're
do.
finished.
Right.
It's
It's
over.
over.
They're on
Period.
But you know
With
what?
a T at
Now,
the
what
end.
stands out to
Yeah.
me in this whole situation is that her position, her title.
She's a doctor.
Right.
She's a doctor.
So she's helping your sick kid.
No, but the only reason why it made the news
Was
Is
because
not
Because
that
she's a-
because
she's
she's
a
a doctor.
doctor.
Just like the situation that happened with the judge. It only made the news
of
because
their
she was a
title.
judge. So it almost goes like, okay, so I have to have a
Your
certain
status.
position,
Yeah.
in life,
Yeah.
in order to be heard, in order to be seen.
Yeah.
pretty much
You
it's
know,
just like
because
Rosa
it's not
Parks.
as if exactly, and who
Yeah.
she
Just-
knew in order
Yeah,
for because she was
exactly.
not the first person.
wasn't the first
that
person.
set up.
She was
Yeah,
just
she
on
was
the bus.
actually what they say like the third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's
and
all
it-
about who you know.
Yeah. But
Who
it's
you are, who
crazy.
you know.
That's just another aspect of first is just more calls. I'm sick of seeing all the videos of people calling the cops for no reason.
Oh
Someone
my
standing
gosh.
outside or, you know, it's just like, are
And
you
my-
kidding me?
How come there's no charges brought against them?
Exactly.
So when the police come and they say, "Oh well, we realize that you actually called us out here for nothing."
Yeah.
So since you called us out here
That's
for nothing, the
wasting
same way your
taxpayer
kids
dollars.
make 911 phone calls and you get that bill from the city because we had to dispatch
They had to dispatch.
Of calls.
a unit to your house, and it was a false alarm. Oh, but you have to pay $250.
Give 'em a bill. Yeah.
Give them a bill. How come they can't have a bill? Everybody can just call the police on
They need
whoever.
to be
You guys
fined.
come out and then you realize, oh, okay, this is just a racist person. Okay, ma'am, I'm sorry
Like
you're
that
racist.
one lady who
And-
called on the black people
that
having
were
that
taking
barbecue.
No, did you see the
Yeah.
one where it was a lady?
Yeah.
She was taking pictures of her 1-year-old in a park.
Yeah.
And some lady was like, "You can't do that here." She's like, "Ma'am, this is a public park. I do
Yeah.
this all the time. Like he's, I'm just taking his
Yeah.
1-year-old pictures, And she was so irate, all up in her face. This woman's child is there.
A baby.
Why are there no
Screaming.
charges being brought against these people?
Why? 'Cause
But
we
if
know
the
why.
shoe, if it was a black person harassing a white person, oh, you're going down for harassment.
Yeah.
You're going down for
Oh, no, you get booked.
they'll come up with some
noise
penal
and public,
codes.
uh-huh,
Exactly.
yeah.
They'll pull
Yeah.
out something from the books for them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But when you have it, it's recorded. People are saying, "Look, I'm not doing anything."
But you
It
know,
doesn't
that just,
matter.
well,
My
then that
face.
just goes back to how we handle the situation.
Yeah.
Because you never hear of anybody that's profiled like that. It makes the news, and we call them Barbecue Nancy or Water Bottle Melissa, whatever. You don't hear them pressing charges.
Yeah.
You hear the people's companies dropping them. So I think it's still the people perishing for a lack of knowledge. If you know that you can press charges on this person for harassing you, then press charges.
charges.
Understand what I'm saying? Press charges.
Ask the
If you
police,
know that you can, be that whistleblower for, them on their actions, their behavior, them discriminating, then do that. I don't
Right.
think that people are following through with seeing that they're being wronged and taking it to the next level. It's almost like,
Into their own social
so
media,
right now we're
they
just
want-
on phones.
Yeah.
Oh, let's record it. Let's give them a name.
Record
Yeah, but
But
what is
once
that
we get
doing?
off of that name and just start
just
recording,
dies down.
and we start calling the cops, we start getting that lawyer, we start putting charges on them, we start putting a paper trail on them,
Yeah.
then that's when a change is going to be made.
Yeah.
Because
But
that's
you-
all.
But
That's
there's no
all it is.
consequences for
I've
it.
seen
It
people
is, but
post people
they
and they
leave
lose their
their
jobs.
jobs.
They get
Yeah.
kicked out of schools, all types
Oh,
of
yeah.
things. It's really like the power of social media, really.
I-
So I
yeah.
see why people pull their phones out so quick. Because
But now, what's the
Oh,
next
yeah.
level though? So we've done that.
But-
so
but
now
okay,
you're
they're
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Hopefully they learn
But
their
even
lesson in
more-
their face. People can see that.
Right.
If there's thousands of retweets, millions of retweets, and I see you like, oh, you was that one racist person doing this for no reason. Like, you know what I mean? I seen you.
it's
It's
embarrassing.
embarrassing. Like, it
But
is.
it has to go deeper than that because look about the what was his name, Tillis, the guy, the little
Emmett
black,
Till?
Emmett Till. They beat him because someone said.
So you want to talk about being exonerated? Like, okay, now there's a different way that they're doing it. Now they just call it exonerated. Like, why they see us? 5 little black boys, mind their own business. But then you have a Long Beach resident. He was a football player, minding his own self business, and he gets
Minding
the
his own
exact.
self-business?
Yeah, mind his. That's how increased. You know the.
That's how mad
That's how
she
you-
is.
that's how mad you get when you
passionate
start
about
making
it.
it
She
yourself.
is. Showing
He
you
was minding his own self business. Talking about his own body, own self.
Shout out to Brian Banks.
Listen.
Everybody go catch his new movie.
Yes,
It's
coming
going
out
to be
this month.
amazing. Do you want to talk about the situation with Brian Banks in case people didn't know?
Oh
what
yeah, so
happened?
Brian Banks is a Long Beach resident. Grew
to Long
up,
Beach
born and
College.
raised in Long Beach. He went to the greatest high school there is on earth, Long Beach Poly. Oh my God, am I outnumbered?
Yes, you are.
Yes,
Yes, you are.
And so
Wilson K.
So listen, he was a football star, like top star. I kid you not, if what happened to him would never have happened, he would be in the NFL. He was an amazing football player. And a girl, she just decided, okay, today's your day. You're guilty, you raped me. He goes to the police, come pick him up from the school. He goes to the jailhouse. His mama never gets to say, hey, no, he's not guilty. That's my son. He's a minor. They lock him up for, I believe it was like 10 years. And he finally gets exonerated, and
Because the girl writes a letter saying
she writes a letter saying
He didn't
I
really
lied.
rape me. I lied. We just had sex.
Yeah.
And I was scared and I didn't want to get
after
in
she
trouble.
got millions from Long Beach Unified.
Yeah, so Long Beach Unified paid her millions. She spent the millions. So what goes on with that? Like, does she owe millions?
She
Like,
does.
If
She
she
does.
owes
her life.
She needs to
She
get
should
exactly.
go to
She
jail.
owes her life.
How can
Actually,
they take
nobody
10
cares
years away
about
from
that.
him
Yeah,
and give her money? She spends all the money and all she has is a bill.
that's it. She
Yeah.
just got a debt.
She's left with a
a
debt.
low credit score.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But on the flip side,
Yeah.
thank God that
He's
God was
been-
looking out for him.
right.
He
has some
actually he has a
praying
great
mamas.
life now. He got
does.
a
He's
new
a wife,
baby.
a
He has
kid.
a movie coming out. Everyone go check out Brian Banks'
The Brian Banks story.
The Brian Banks story, because it is going to be just really inspirational. And I think
Oh,
we
yeah.
all need to know that, just like everyone needs to go watch When They See Us. It's so important. It's just
Oh, yeah.
it's so important. That movie right there it changed my life and how I saw things.
It
I
took
was
me
just
a long
like,
time to watch it.
it did.
I
It did. You
cringed
couldn't
through
do it.
every
You were just
session.
watching it and you were like, oh my God, these kids. And then you can actually see the actual footage of them
Yeah.
being, I said, I cannot.
I watched 3 episodes.
You didn't
And
make
I was
it.
like,
You know
oh, I'm good. I'm tired of being mad at white people.
You gotta make it to the
I'm tired. I am. Like, I'm tired of seeing stuff that's just like, wow. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's so often. Like, it's not like one of those things where it's just like, oh, like once in a while. Like, no, it's so often. It's so repetitive, and I'm just tired of seeing that. Like, I'm tired of being hurt for other people because of that. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, that's just sad. I don't want to watch that. Of course I should.
Oh yeah.
But it's just like, I can't sit through that and just be like, you know.
It's hard to stomach.
Yeah.
Well, what made me end up watching it is I had to Google it first. I read the story, then I went to another story thing, and I tried to put it all together. So then I'm like, okay, good, they got him. Okay, good, they're out.
Oh yeah.
You know,
so
like
you
that.
you wanted to know the end first.
So then when I watched it, I was like, oh,
You don't
son
get
of a
so-
gun. You love them. You know, but I knew, oh yeah, they gonna get you. Because if you watch it and you don't know, and then you
get
think,
mad
what
all
if
over.
they're freed? You know,
Yeah. Oh,
now
yeah.
you just.
But I think it's a great watch. Everybody should watch it.
it.
I know for me, it was real passionate because I am raising 2 black sons in America. And this is the things that I have to teach them now. And my sons are only 12 and 7. But immediately my thoughts are, Michael, don't say nothing. When they show up, if anytime you get caught in a situation, wait for your mama. Don't you say a word. I don't care if they go kill us all. Don't say nothing. We're going to die together. But it's crazy that this is you teach your kids. That's what you got to teach your kids.
You have to have with your kids.
Yeah, it's
Only
like,
because
don't
of your-
talk.
Only because of the color of your skin.
That's crazy.
No other reason.
Not tie your shoes,
That's
sweetie.
it.
Ride the bike. No. When you see the black and whites pull up, just freeze. Don't move. Put your hands up. Hold your breath.
It's crazy.
Call my mama. That's it. Like, that's crazy that this is a lesson that you're teaching your kids. Not tie your shoes. Eat with this fork, not that fork. Put that jacket on. Tie this tie. It's like, no. When you see police or you see people of this color and they're coming, freeze. Don't do this. Run. Yell. Like, this is not things. What parent book teaches you this, you know? I'm going to make one. For colored moms. Here you go.
Right?
Color moms.
Do this.
No, for colored moms with black boys.
And black daughters.
No, I know,
but they have that.
But you gotta
But
say for colored moms
Yeah.
with black boys. Yeah, because you can't say for colored boys.
Right,
You gotta
exactly.
say,
I'm going to
That's
come with
cool.
a book out.
Yeah.
Some
Now
10 steps.
Somebody
to
gonna
be in
try to do it. You better hurry up.
Right, copyright that, mark that, mark that.
Okay.
Right.
So okay, look, you guys. So there's a ban on abortion. So this has been the most aggressively and anti-abortion law in recent America. They did pass it in Alabama, but it says that you cannot have an abortion, whether it's rape, whether it's by incest. The only way you can have an abortion is if your life is in danger, the parent's life is in danger, or the baby is being born abnormally and is causing some type of health risk to the parent.
Wow.
Yeah, and if a doctor is found giving you an abortion, then they could go to prison.
And lose their license.
Yeah. What do y'all think about that?
So we're gonna send the
Land of
doctor
the free,
who does
huh?
right. We're gonna send the doctor who does the abortion to prison for life, but we're not gonna send the rapist who impregnated the girl to prison for life, unless they're caught.
That's our judicial
But
system.
I'm
Right.
confused. See what
I just don't think that.
Welcome to America.
I just don't think that they should have the right to have that choice. First off, just to come to the decision of if I'm gonna have an abortion or not is a hard decision for a woman, but that should be made for that woman, however she
Right.
feels about it morally, whatever's going on in the situation.
her.
But that's an individual choice, and I just don't feel that. Especially all the men in Congress who are sitting there making decisions about women's bodies, and you know nothing about what women go through. And it's ridiculous. Like, if someone wants to go through that, that's their decision. That's our body. This is let us have to live with that. But these laws are crazy. So what if, okay, I am in a situation, I ain't gonna say that, say there's someone in a situation and they were raped. Horrendous. That right there is just horrible in
Traumatizing.
itself, traumatizing.
And now you gotta
so
look
now
at
you
this
have
baby.
to have this baby who every time you look at this baby, you think about what happened and you have to have the baby. Do you know how that's just like being raped over again?
For 18 years, for lifetime.
Or just to deal
lifetime.
Like,
to
you
deal with that.
love this child that you know is a part of some pain.
I mean, some women do it, but I just think that again that decision
It's
should
taking
go
away
down.
choices.
It is, and I think that every woman has the right to do whatever she wants to do with her body. and that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, but
Whether you choose to do it or not, that's, but I think that should be up to women individually.
Most definitely.
Oh, on top of that, go ahead, Josh.
I'm sorry.
No, so if they find out and you're already a resident of Alabama that you got an abortion, then you'll be found guilty and have
It's
to suffer the
crazy.
consequences.
It's
So I
crazy.
can't flee the country and go get a
flee the state.
Flee the state.
Flee the state. You know, you
They-
can flee
no,
the state
flee
and
the
get
state.
married. You
No,
can flee
but
and do
even-
this.
You can go and
No,
jump
flee
state.
and
But
do
even
this,
if you
but
do
not
and
get
you
it.
go to another state, because you're a resident there, you can still be brought upon charges.
Yeah.
Yes.
So why aren't the same charges being
That's
brought
crazy.
upon the pedophiles that are going to these different states because of the different laws
Right.
that pertain
Girl.
to marrying babies?
Oh, because most of the people in power are practice pedophilia. Yeah, so it's like
Sam,
they,
This
right?
for, this for
It's
you.
like,
This for
what?
you eat. This
But
for
you
you
know what
eat
I
it.
did,
Say it
right?
louder in the back. Say it louder.
But you know what? I looked at the census of Alabama. Like,
Yeah.
are they short in population? Why is this so strenuous
No.
for them to say, no, we need the population to grow? Why do we need you to be pregnant? Why do
They're
we
just
need you
a
to have your
firm
baby?
state, though.
And it's
They're
it's
just a
not
firm
even like
state.
as if they're declining in numbers.
They
It's
still
like, what is
operate.
the real thing?
They still operate.
It's
like
a power
back in the
thing,
day.
I think.
Yeah,
It's
they
the
still
same thing.
operate.
It's like they'd rather control your uterus and your ovaries more than they will control a handgun.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So people are about to move, and they're gonna have a population of nobody.
Right, exactly.
Because if that happened, I'm dipping. I don't care whether or not if I want to have an abortion or not. I'm still feeling like I have no rights here. I can't do anything. Everything that I want to do is you guys telling me what I can and can't do. Like, no, that
With
can't
my own
happen.
body.
With my own body.
Well, we got to remember
Yeah,
too that
no.
the governor of Alabama is actually a female, Governor
is.
Ivy,
She's
and
the
she the
one.
one that signed it. Right.
That's even sadder.
Yeah. On top of that, it was case year ago was Roe versus Wade, and that one was to say women could do whatever they want. So they legalized abortion all over the 50 states. So
did.
she even said herself that even though this passed, this law still may be unenforceable. So that's a good thing. Like, but
Yeah.
you need to know that. People need to
and
know
a lot
that.
of people don't even know that, and I'm
Yeah.
sure
They
they're
don't.
going to get some people and put them in jail, and because of their lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The only thing that people don't like about abortions is more so of when it comes to like religious reasons, and I feel like religion and politics they don't go hand in hand. Like, so they shouldn't even be brought up of, oh no, like pro-life and pro-choice. The only pro-life, only thing that they have, only examples and evidence that they have to back up everything that they say is just like, that's not what God wants. That's not what God wants. Like, you know, and I just feel like that has nothing to do with politics, because everything that goes on in politics, that's not what God wants. Like, you know, so change everything before y'all start with abortion. Like, how is that the only thing that got moved so fast? Like, you know what I mean? So fast. Like, literally, it was talked about and then it happened.
Yeah.
Like, with that fast. So, my bad, y'all. Go ahead.
No,
Had to say that.
totally understandable. So, okay, everybody, get your yes or no cards. We're gonna play our last five. So, to our viewers, at the end of every show, we have a little thing called Last Five, and it's just the last 5 questions to have you interact with us and see how you will respond, whether yes or no. So, on this one, this is going to be set up different because it's the first show for season 2, and everybody is going to have their own question. You're going to make up your own question to the content that we discussed on today's topic. And I'll go first. So mine is, you get a job offer and it's like the perfect job offer, your dream job offer, but you have to relocate to Alabama. Are you taking this job offer?
I would, because
If my tubes is
my
tied.
tubes are tied.
I'm not having any more
My
kids.
tubes are tied.
So I haven't even had my first.
Yeah, see, but let me tell you, I say no because just because you think you have that much power over
Right.
my body already, Lord knows what else you're going to try
What's
to have
next?
control over.
Yeah.
So if you're already passing this, what
What's next?
I don't. Now you're
Right.
going to have a curfew as a grown woman. I'm going to need you in the house at 10 o'clock, baby, for your safety, and have my baby. Like, what?
That's
This
too
is
much.
the government telling you to be barefoot and pregnant and be in the house at 10 o'clock. So
no.
for that reason, I'm out. Why would you say no?
Because I don't like Alabama.
Oh, okay. So what's your question? Forrestine, you have a question?
So my question is, should all the people that are involved in like the exonerated cases, the ones that are on the opposite side, should they all be sentenced in jail, or should they just like lose all of their
The R. Kelly?
No,
She's talking about the
the exonerated, like when they see us and
Central
people
Brian
that
Banks
had their
story.
hand in the pot,
Like the
being
attorneys,
dirty and all
the
of that.
publicists, and all.
oh.
Should they
Have
suffer
charges.
the exact same consequences as the boys did for being innocent? But should they suffer the
yeah,
consequences?
they should all
go to
suffer.
jail.
Yeah, they
Everybody
should.
should go to jail.
I think it should be repercussions for that because you can't get back that time, and they were just so heinous with
And they
it.
were traumatized.
Can't put
Yeah,
people's
right.
lives
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah.
like, and all the things that they went
Yeah.
through in
Yeah.
jail.
Right. Okay, next question.
Okay, mine's is on the R. Kelly subject. Do you think everybody that had a hand in touching one little girl in his camp should go to jail? Even the parents that gave the kids up.
I think the parents
I
should be
think
on probation. Bro.
They should have some charges brought against them.
Okay, she says no. Go ahead. What?
Oh, we want to know this now.
Only because, like, say for the people that were working with R. Kelly, if that was like their source of income and stuff like that, they have their own families. I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot to think into it, and we don't have all the information behind it. So I'm gonna stick with no. For everybody that played a part, no, I don't think so.
But everybody
Because
that played
I'm
a
thinking
part,
I'm
they
not about to lose my job if these people's parents don't even care about what's going on. Like,
So
honestly,
you're gonna go ahead and
like,
like, oh, let me give you this little girl. Here you go.
I
'Cause
mean,
that's basically
no,
what you're saying.
no, but I'm
But you
still.
see what I'm saying? But that's what they
That's-
did.
but that's the
But that's
question
what
right
they
there.
did. That's the question.
But that's my opinion, and my answer is still no.
okay. I mean, and that's your opinion.
I'm
Okay,
like,
what's your
yeah.
question,
okay.
Angela?
Going on the whole, we're gonna keep it going with R. Kelly with his nasty butt. So, because now that everyone has seen Surviving R. Kelly and you know everything that's going on, do we continue to support him and buy his music?
Well, he's not releasing new music, so
It doesn't matter. They're
Say
still playing
old music.
it. Well,
Okay, so
so do we
we gotta
still
speed this
support
up.
his music and listen to it?
It doesn't
I just
sound the
say
same to me.
I'm just gonna say yes. You
I
have
can't
some
even,
bangers.
like I used to roll with R. Kelly, but it don't sound the same to me. In my spirit, I cannot just sit there and listen, knowing that these songs was
we know
possibly
your view.
made.
Let's
about
see
a
what
child.
Forrestine or
You know what I
Jocelyn.
mean?
Okay,
we're gonna
okay,
take your
okay,
flame
okay.
down,
Yeah.
baby. Take your flame
Hey,
down.
I wore red for a reason.
Why
Yeah.
would you still? Because Jossie said because he still has some bangers.
I still got some bangers. Like, I mean, what you did in your private life, that's messed up. But like, you were a talented artist. At the end of the day, he was still a talented.
But you could go
artist.
way back, like
Yeah.
because if the president does this, we just don't have a president, or you
Yeah,
know, like
I don't
there's
have
a
a
lot
president.
you can think about.
I don't have a president.
Listen, when you come to my birthday party, I'm definitely going to step in the name of love.
That's what I'm
just
saying. I'm definitely gonna stop you.
I can do without it. I don't
But
care.
it's not that
gonna
important
support.
to me.
It's not that important.
It's not that
It's
important.
not that important.
I don't like
But-
the feelings that I get when I hear it.
Is he still on my playlist?
Okay. So Jossie, what is your question?
My question is, if you guys were 17, would y'all mess with Drake?
No.
And the
Yes, I
Like mother, like God.
will. Yes.
Yeah.
They playing. They lying. I know them.
Drake,
Drake.
come on now, Drake.
I don't even think Drake's cute, so I'm sorry. First of all, I don't think he's handsome like that, so that's why it's a no for me.
No, it's a no for me because my mama wouldn't have let it go down.
Period.
We're
We
talking-
might not have, but
We talking about your
personal.
But
your
me-
personal.
no, seriously,
That went
but-
down.
No, but what I'm saying is at 17.
You need a whooping
It
down.
didn't want to go down, but it went down.
And Drake is the one that you
Because
ain't gonna capitalize on.
No.
Okay, so
don't
we're
care
gonna
for
wrap
him like
this
that.
up. So even though we have a lot of new stuff coming out, I just want you guys to let your viewers know what you're going to be doing this season and what they can stay tuned to. And in all these things, you can find everything on herwinddown.com. So Forrestine, what you going to be doing?
So this
season?
season on Her Wind Down, I will be keeping up with what is going on. What is going on in the world? Y'all know I love history, so I am definitely keeping up with what's going on. So be on the lookout for what.
WTW. Go ahead, Tam.
And me and Edith will be hitting the streets talking to the public, talking to everybody out there. We're gonna be hitting city to city in Southern California, with the word on the streets, asking questions, passing out cash,
Some money bags. Okay. On the streets. Angela?
I am going to be with Terry. We're going to be recapping. We're going to be recapping everything like that crazy Disneyland brawl.
Yes, I
Yeah.
already recapped. Go to
Terry
YouTube.
recapped it, but we're gonna be
Watch
We're gonna
that.
be sounding off on all that. So catch
Yes.
that on all of our digital platforms.
Yes.
I'm Jossie, and I'm going to be doing the confessionals. So you can DM us on her wind down, or you can DM me on my personal page at Jossie, and just send me anything that you want to confess. You will be anonymous, and we'll just talk about it, go over it, give you some advice, girl. So yeah, send all your confessionals in.
Hey y'all, let's give it up for Jossie.
And that will be a wrap for her wind down.
And let's toast to that.
So that bit round.